What is up, everybody? So today, like I said last week, I want to do an eyeliner tutorial today. So I'm going to be teaching y'all how, or try to teach y'all how to do eyeliner using gel eyeliner instead of pen. There are many ways you can do eyeliner. I'm going to show y'all how I do it myself. I'm pretty sure a lot of people use or do the technique that I do. In fact, I know a lot of people do the technique that I do because, I mean, that's how I learned. Also, if it doesn't come out the way that you want it to, practice makes perfect. I started out, my eyeliner wasn't as, I guess, advanced as it is now. So there are specific brushes that you can use for gel liner. I've got 3 of them. The first 2 I'm going to show y'all I am not going to use, but the third one, I mean, obviously I'm going to use the third one if I'm not using the other 2. So the first one I'm going to show y'all. So these are all Morphe brushes that I use. I guess y'all, that's like, 98% of my brush collection is Morphe, so none of this is sponsored. So the first one I'm going to show y'all, I'm guessing it's from set 702 because I guess that's my set that I have the most brushes from. But yeah, so it is this little pencil liner brush. It's really thin. When doing gel liner, you want a really thin brush. The second one I'm going to show y'all is very similar, but it has an angle to it. It's this. Okay, so the last brush that I'm going to show y'all is the brush that I'm going to use on today's tutorial, and it is it's a Morphe brush. It is Morphe, it's the M160 1/16. So it's angled. You see that, how tiny it is? It's really angled. There we go. Well, yeah, now you can see that it's angled. And it's super thin. My friend, a girl that I went to high school with, I've had this for more than a couple of years, but she did her liner and it was super sharp. And I asked her what brush she uses. And she told me it was this one. I'm pretty sure this brush is like super cheap. It's like I don't know. I think it's got to be under $5 from what I remember. But yeah, so we are going to be using this one today. And for the actual product itself, I'm going to be using the Inglot gel liner. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom y'all in. So let's go ahead and get started. So I really love this because you don't have to dig into it to get the pigment. All you have to do is just like, let's see, let me show y'all. I lightly touched it, very lightly. And I have about that much product on there. Y'all can see that's not a lot, but yeah. So I love this. 100% I recommend Inglot gel liners. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this. I'm rambling. I shouldn't. But yeah. Okay, so what I usually do first when doing my liner is I make a really thin line on my top lash line. Close to, I don't know, as close to the lashes that I can get it. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I usually start from the inner corner and I stop at the outer corner. Y'all are about to see. It can be messy because, we're not just going to add a tail and boom, we're done. That's not what we're doing. I'm just trying to get as close to my lash line and waterline as possible with the black. I'm only going to be doing one eye for y'all because you get the gist. But yeah. When doing your liner, you don't want to be shaky. If you have a shaky hand, rest it on your face or go like that or something, you know, to where you've got a more steady hand to do this, because the more steady you are with your liner is the more of a chance that you'll have with it being a smooth line instead of bumpy. I don't know if that probably does make sense, but okay. So when doing the wing, and if you have a angled brush, I like to have it where, like, I start at the corner and you see how the top, the very like tip of the brush is towards the inside, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. So where you can flick it out and make it sharper instead of just like just a regular thick line. But yeah, so that's how I like to do it. And again, I will probably, like, I rest my finger right here so it's more precise. When doing a wing, you kind of, depending on the length, you want it to, I guess, intersect with the end of your brow tail. Starting at the outer part, but you see that's really thin. Just gonna add some more. Okay, and so when you want to connect it with the rest of the eyelid, I guess, you don't want to start at the corner. You want to start maybe somewhere in the middle at the least, and then just drag it down. Dragging it, not starting at the edge, at the end of the tail, the liner tail, gives you the chance to make it a really sharp line. So I'm going to connect this part to the part where I ended right over here to make it look more smooth. So y'all can see how like it looks more smooth, but now I'm going to fill this blank space in. You can use a different brush for this to, like, you know, speed up time, like something like that, because it's a little bit thicker than this one that I'm using. Whatever is y'all's preference. So we've got this eye done. Well, at least the liner part. So I'm going to do this eye now, and I'm going to try my best to make them even. Just a quick tip for y'all, when doing liner, if you have to blink, immediately stop and blink, because if you have to blink and you're still doing it, there's more of a chance of you accidentally blinking and then messing up your liner. Just thought I would put that out there and help with that. So I think that's about as even as I can get both of them. Before I do my my lower lash line, I'm just gonna put mascara on my top lashes, because I will be putting false lashes on. So once again, I use the MAC Extended Play Gigiblack Lash. So now we are going to do the lower lash line. So I want to do something kind of like springy. So I think I'm gonna go with doing a yellow, like a gold yellow maybe. I'm going to be using the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous eyeshadow palette. That's what it looks like. Super pretty. I'm going to be using this Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH43 flat brush. And I'm going to go in with the shade Secure. That's this one right here. So I'm going to pack it on the brush like that. Knock off the excess. I'm going to go under my waterline, as close to it as I can get. And there's a mirror on this, and I'm going to put it to use. So to blend this out, the lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill, again, the JH40. That's what it looks like. And first, I'm going to dip into the shade Access. Ooh, oh, that's not bad. That's this shade right here. If that isn't what I want, I'm probably going to dip into the shade Agent, which is right there. But first, we're going to try Access. So I'm going to coat the brush pretty good, knock off the excess, and just blend. So I've been seeing this makeup technique quite a bit. I didn't feel too good about it at first. I didn't really care for it, but the more I see it, the more I start to like it. I'm gonna dip into the shade Agent just to see how it goes. So you can add a nude liner if you want. I decided I'm gonna do a black liner to my Okay, so now I'm going to add mascara to my lower lash line. So now I'm going to put false lashes on. I'm going to be using House of Lashes in style Luna Luxe. I'm going to be using the Duo Brush On Adhesive with Vitamins. That's what it looks like. So a few videos ago when I put on my lashes for y'all, I told y'all that I blow on them like that. With these, because these have thicker bands and they're already shaped pretty decent, I'm not going to do that, bend it like that. I'm just going to try to dry it up a little bit, get it tacky so it'll stick on by blowing on it. So I always like wearing lashes with liner because it just makes the look more dramatic, I guess. If you have really thin eyeliner, you'll be able to see your lashes, but like right now, through the camera, you don't really see them as much. But I'm sure in the thumbnail you'll probably see it better. But yeah. So I'm going to add an inner corner highlight now. I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in shade 13. You guys know this. I'm going to be using the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH41 flat brush. I'm just going to do an inner corner highlight. So that is it for today's tutorial. I really love winged liner. I think it looks good on everybody, if applied correctly, of course. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I will list everything that is on my face in the description as always. Also, my social medias will be down in the description, so y'all should go follow me. Y'all should do that so I can have more followers. Yeah, so that is it for today. I will see you guys next week.